and I am honored to guide you through this insightful and critical discussion. Before we dive into the session, I would like to extend my heartfelt appreciation to each of you for your participation. Your engagement truly enhances the quality of this gathering, making it a valuable experience for all of us. Today, we are privileged to have with us today Mr. Rishikesh Chormare, Senior Scientist and Group Member in the Process Design and Engineering Division at the Central Salt and Marine Chemical Research Institute, CSIR CSM CRI, in Bhavnagar, Gujarat. Mr. Chormare's extensive research, including his work on the use of biochar for removing pollutants from soils and solutions, exemplifies his expertise. One of his notable research publications is titled Conversion of Solid Waste and Natural Biomass for Deciphering the Valorization in Biochar in Pollution Abatement, a review on the thermochemical processes. In today's session, Mr. Chormare will lead us through Fire Safety 101 Essential Tips for Students, where he will impart crucial knowledge on fire safety, an important aspect of everyday life. This workshop aims to equip you with a deeper understanding of fire safety concepts, preparing you all not only for immediate application, but also to contribute meaningfully to the world of science and technology in future. Let us now embark on this enlightening journey. I encourage you all to ask questions and share your insights throughout the session. Your contributions will add immense value to the discussion and enrich the learning experience for everyone involved. So let's get started on this journey. For those of you new to our platform, I would like to mention that CAMP, the Knowledge and Awareness Mapping Platform, is not just an initiative. It's a commitment to bridging the gap between education and practical application. Our mission is to cultivate a scientific mindset among students while nurturing their hidden talents. I would like to mention that apart from these online knowledge sharing sessions, CAMP also organizes various quiz competition as well as scientific excursions for students. The excursions provide the students with unique opportunity to delve into the world of science, technology, and innovation. They are aimed to instill a passion for scientific exploration and discovery within the students. So don't miss out on the opportunity to visit various prestigious labs and organizations like the CSIR, ISRO, DRDO, and many others. If you would also like to participate in such excursions and get a chance to explore, discover, and engage with various scientific disciplines in real-world setting at various eminent CSIR laboratories or research organizations in India, then do check out the link in the chat box to learn more about how you can participate. For any support, you can even get in touch with our team through the given helpline number in the chat box. For further information and resources, please visit our website or contact us at any given number. Stay connected for more such enlightening sessions. Well, without further ado, let's welcome Mr. Rishikesh to begin our session. I would really like to, encourage all of you to actively participate, ask questions, and share your thoughts during the session. Your engagement, like I said, is crucial in making this a fruitful and dynamic discussion. So please, Mr. Rishikesh, can we have you?
Yeah, sure. And I'm audible.
Yes, you're audible, but you're not visible. Is your camera turned on?
Yeah, my camera is on.
Yeah, I think you're using two videos, or let me see. We cannot see you there.
Just give a minute.
Sure, sure, sure.
Hello.
Yes, sir. I can hear you, but your screen,
Yeah,
yes, we
yeah.
can see you
Uh,
now.
yeah. So a very good afternoon, good evening to all of you, and I'm very thankful to Mr. Ankit and along with the camp to just give an opportunity to just say a few words to you and share our knowledge of fire and safety to amongst all the students who is going to listen me for about 1.5 hours from right now. And I hope this session is going to be very helpful for all the students which are just joining online. Okay, so be with me. And as Ankit is told to you, okay, if you are having any doubt, you can ask me anytime. I'll try to satisfy you with my level best. Okay, so shall we start with?
Sure.
So just before going to start my presentation, let me just give a brief introduction about my organization. Okay, so my slides are visible to you.
Yes, they are visible.
Yeah, fine. So basically, we are just under the umbrella of CSIR, that is Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, and this organization having a very dynamic network of around near 37 nationalized laboratories, in which 39 are outreach centers and one innovative complex in Pan India. Okay, our president is Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. Our Vice President is Honorable and Science and Technology Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh, and our Director General CSIR and Secretary DSIR Dr. Mrs. Sheikh Kailash Sherwali. And with my organization, we are having near about 88 scientific staff along with 79 is technical staff, others are 44, and research scholars are 204, 206. Okay, so basically the journey of CSIR is start with the huge demand of salt between 1947 to 48, and afterwards in 1948 the government at that time decided to constitute a committee with Sri Narewala in 1948, and in the supervision of Sri C.C. Desai, and the minimum Secretary of Mines and Works produced in supply in 1951. They have started for the demand to they started how they are going to just fulfill the demand of the salt. So in Saurashtra, near about 125 acres of area has been given by the government to us, and this institute is inaugurated on the 10th of April 1954. Okay, and we are the self-reliance in 1970 production in since uh, 2000. India become the third largest salt production country in 2013, and we are just having an experience of 69 years, and we are just serving from last 69 years to build the nation. Okay, basically our mission is based on three major pillars. There's our marine products and processes, in which the salt, water, marine chemicals, and marine elements are included. Marine biology, in which marine aquaculture, salt tolerance plant, marine biotechnology, marine microbes, marine bioactive processes, and others are considered under this. And we are also focused on the marine environment, in which the marine pollution, we are just exploring the things. Microplastic, nowadays that the microplastics have become more headache to for the environment, so we are also just looking forward how to we can just overcome the situation. Marine ecology and monitoring of impact assessment. In our institute, we are having various departments, in which our major departments are analytical and environment science division and centralized instrument facility, in which you will find lots of instruments which are related to the scientific work, and the analysis we are just performing in-house. We are having a salt and marine chemicals. This department is looking after all the salt and marine chemicals related experiments, research, and how to just how to just enhance the productivity of salt. We are just looking after all the things. Inorganic material and catalysis. We are also dealing with the inorganic solvents, chemicals, to just give an social impact with the respect of the chemicals. Natural products and green chemistry. This department is looking after the green chemistry and the natural products. Applied phycology and biotechnology. Basically, this is basically the, focused on the marine, algae, plantomics, membrane science and separate technology. This is also given impact how we are going to use the how to utilize the water, or we can just purify the water with the help of these membranes. So we are having a separated division in which we are having electro membrane division as well, and the process and design engineering, in which whatsoever the process we are designing, how to enhance that, how to just go further, how to just upgrade that thing. So this division is looking after that thing. If you're talking about the board overview of the current research, so we are having chemical research and biological research, and we over here there are so many fields in which we are just giving our steps forward in the areas. The main area experts is saline agriculture, salt and salt works, specialty chemicals, waste to wealth, membrane science and separation, CBIT and downstream products, marine environmental studies, marine aeronautic chemicals. We are also having the ACSIR, that is Academy of Scientific and Innovative Research, in which if someone wants to do their PhD, so they can join as a student and they can just perform their PhD over here as a student. And we are having two branches, PhD in science and PhD in engineering. So in 2022-23, we are having almost 153 numbers of students, and we are also running the UG and PG students, and for minimum duration for these students are 2 months. For if someone wants to come for the training or the internship or dissertation, so they can also join. So this is all about my institute in which I am working. So we start with my presentation, that is Fire Safety 101 Essential Tips for Students. Okay, just before starting the things, can I ask you some questions?
I just would like to mention that all the students, they're on mute.
Okay.
So in case if we can ask them to raise their hands and we can unmute them.
Fine. So Aniket, my presentation is seen now.
Yes, it's visible. We can see it.
Okay, it's on a full screen, or is a
more or less full screen, because I can actually see the slides at the Orient view at the end and the title at the top.
Fine. Okay, right now.
The next page, what is fire? Yes.
Fine. Okay, fine. So what is basically the fire safety? Nowadays, you know that the fire and safety topic is the very, just taking very lightly all over the pan India, might be in the world also. Okay, so this is not a type of thing. Okay, you are just keeping this thing into mind and you are just working. This become your habit. Okay, हाँ ठीक है, हम लोग है कर लेंगे, कुछ होगा तो देख लेंगे. So this is not that thing. From homes to workplace, you have to understand what are the causes, how to prevent, how to prepare for the any incidents. It may be related to the fire, it may be related to the your safety. Okay, so this presentation I'm going to give you a very fundamental type of thing to you with respect to the fire. Okay, and we will just discuss how you can create or prevent yourself from any fire incident. Okay, so I think this fundamental knowledge is very useful not only to you but for your others or maybe your surrounding people, and not only you can protect yourself but others as well. So when we are talking about the fire safety, the first key factor is the prevention. Okay, so by identifying the common causes of fire, such as faulty wiring, cooking accidents, or careless handling of flammable materials, we can take proactive measures to mitigate the risk. Okay, from installing the smoke detection system, from installing the fire extinguishers, installation of fire hydrant system. These are the very basic things, but which are very useful in a incident, in case of any incident. Okay, so the importance why we are just talking on this thing, just because the importance of fire safety is it have the tendency of potential of losses, including the property damage, damage to injuries, property damage. They can cause the injuries. Even we can loss of life. Okay, we can lose our life. So that's why it's essential to prioritize the fire safety in all respect of our lives. Whether we are working at home, we are working at office, or we are in public places. If you are able or you can understand the fire safety properly, the equipment, how to operate the equipment in a proper manner, then definitely you are going to protect yourself and others as well. Okay, so what is fire basically? The fire is a rapid oxidation of a material in the chemical process of combustion, releasing heat, light, and various reactive products. Okay, it means that fire is a chemical reaction. It's a sort of a reaction in which any combustible materials react with the oxygen present in the atmosphere and give light and heat. Okay, this phenomenon is known as the combustion, and in which we get the two sources of energy, that is light and the heat. There are so many reactions which involve the oxidation. Okay, but they are very slow, so we are not going to consider that slow oxidative processes under this definition. So we have to talk about the rapid oxidation always. Okay, suppose there is a fire. So how you are going to see that the fire is there? Just because the flame is the visible portion of fire, and after knowing that, okay, we see the flame and we can say that, okay, something is on fire, or we can say that the flame is a visible portion of fire and consists of glowing hot gases. It hot enough, the gases may become ionized to produce plasma. But this stage goes on the further one when the fire is out of control and the heat is so much that the gases converts into the plasma. Okay. Depend and fire is also depends on the substance alight and the impurity oxide, the material, the consistencies of the material and the color of the flame you can see in a different colors. For example, if you are going to just burn a simple paper, you will always find a yellowish or maybe some bright yellow color of flame. But you are going to just burn a magazine with a very colorful page, you will see a very different colors in the paper, just because the ink which is involved to produce that color is used to print that page, and that when comes into contact with the fire, the flame gives that colors. Okay, so this is about the flame. So to more understand of a fire, simply we have to understand the fire triangle. So what is fire triangle basically? The fire triangle is a combination of heat, fuel, and oxygen. You are just seeing in the right corner of this presentation. This is a fire triangle, okay, in which the oxygen, heat, and the fuel is required. The presence of fuel is present for the combustion, the presence of oxygen which supports for the combustion, and the presence of heat that is contain a minimum temperature to ignite that thing. Okay, but when the fire triangles mix, there is another parameter which is more important, that is the chemical reaction or the ignition. Okay, when the three elements or these fire triangles come in contact with each other, the three elements come in the contact with each other, oxygen, heat, and fuel, then the fire will occur. But It will occur when the chemical reaction is there or the ignition is there. For example, you are sitting in your you know room or maybe in your home. So the all the three elements are presently meeting with each other, but there is no fire just because there is no chemical reaction or any ignition is taking place. Okay, and this when the the fourth phase is come in contact with these three fire triangles, then this is known as the fire tetrahedron. Okay, but we have to think how we are going to extinguish this fire. It's a very simple one. Okay, if you have to extinguish this fire, simply take away any of the face of this fire triangle, the fire will extinguish. For example, if you are going to take away the oxygen, the fire will extinguish. I think you have did some practical in your class. You have just taken a one candle and you just pour a glass of water, glass upside down, and you will see the flame is continuing for a few seconds and afterwards is extinguished. It means that the oxygen is essential for burning. So in that way you can extinguish the fire. Second, the heat. When the fire is occurred, always we are using the water to extinguish that thing, extinguish that fire. By doing this, we are just cooling down the thing and we are just cut off the heat of that material. Third thing, the fuel. Just take away the fuel. Do not provide the fuel to the fire. The fire will automatically extinguish. Okay, the fire will extinguish. Now, the classification of fire. This is the most important part to understand any fire for the extinguishment purpose. Just because when you know the classification of fire, you can easily understand the class. Okay, this class belongs to which category, or the fire is belongs to which class, and how you are going to extinguish. According to the BIS, that is Bureau of Indian Standard, the fire is classified into four classes, that is class A, class B, class C, and the class D. Okay, class A basically known as the general fire, ordinary fire, solid fire. For example, the wood, paper, plastic, cloth, etc. are considered under this class. Okay, class B, flammable liquids, all the petroleum products, oil paint, solvents, and somewhat chemicals are considered under this class. Class C, as per the BIS, we are having the two classes, that is the electrical and the second one is the flammable one. Okay, flammable gases. So these two are involved in the class C. For class D, we are having combustible metals like sodium, white phosphorus, etc. But if you go abroad or maybe away from India in any other country, so you will find there are two more classes you will find over there. That is class E and class K. So according to that, class A remains the same, that is ordinary fire or solid fire, that is known as class A. Class B remains the same, that is flammable liquids. Over there, class C stands for the gaseous or flammable fire. Class D remains the same. Class E stands for the electrical fire. They have separated Class E as well as the Class K, that is kitchen fire. Why they separated the Class K? Because we in kitchen, all types of fire in except the combustible metals, all the classes or the material you can find in your kitchen. So that's why they dedicated Class K or in their countries. But in our country, as per the BIS, we are having the four classes, that is class A, class B, class C, and class D. And someone asks you the types of or classification of fire, always go with the ABCD. Okay, don't go with the ordinary fire, flammable liquids, or gaseous fire. Not this is not the appropriate one. Always go with class A, class B, class C, and class D. Okay, so basically what happened in India, the common causes of fires are basically uh, just because of 90% you will find due to the electrical faults. You can some percentage goes to the cooking accidents, and some percentage goes to the careless handling of flammable materials. Okay, electrical issues such as overloading of circuits. okay, by which the sparks can produce, and that spark have tendency to adhere with some material, the flammable or combustible material, and starts the fire or ignite the material, and the fire occurs. Then in cooking, we are having the oil, we are having the gas. Okay, sometimes we are just cooking something, or maybe someone is cooking something, and all of a sudden the gas leak is there, or the electrical short circuit is there, and it catches the fire. So always identify what the class is, and according to that you have to act on it. Okay, basically we are having two type of firefighting protection. First one is your active fire protection, and another one is your passive fire protection. Active fire protection and the passive fire protection, you can say, a main pillars of any firefighting protection. Okay, these two elements covers a small portion of the protection service you should have all the time. So what is active fire fighting equipments or protection? Active fire protection means that it's using a fire extinguishers, or automatically fire sprinkler system, or any hardening system, which are actively activated all the time, okay, and it required manual operation or the automatic operation. Okay, for example, fire detection system. If you take a fire detection system, after picking a signal from any fire source, or maybe the smoke, so it will trigger a response and alert the departments or the concerned department, and it's activate the sprinkler system, or maybe the it is assigned to activate numbers of system, like to activate the sprinkler system, to close the fire doors, or maybe it starts sounding, and so on. So these are the active fire protection. Working fire alarm system and the fire suppression system can generally increase your chances of suppression of fire, or even extinguishing it, because it causes harm. So active firefighting, it means the equipments which are actively charged, or you can actively operate at any point of time.